6 images that have got similar visual qualities together. Yeah, 6 pieces that seem to work as a whole.
Are they one piece? They work together, or are they versions, sketches for? What do you think?
Well, it's strange, isn't it? Because you told us to submit one piece, but I read it as one piece. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I don't understand something. I thought we were going to hear about the writing that had been written. No. Okay. Okay, so it's only you who know whether that writing ties in.
Yeah, but you can respond after to say, well,
This
these
is
are
like,
what my
this is like,
intentions
what have
were.
we got? How's it looking?
I see.
What's the,
Okay,
and you
without
respond.
without the
Yeah,
writing.
yeah.
Okay,
What's the work doing?
Right, okay.
It reminds me only because I saw it recently, but of the sort of Peter Doig work, kind of playing around with with the sort of same motif, trying different ways of trying to do something. Often you don't know what he's trying to do, but in quite an experimental way, I think.
So what do we think this work's about? I mean, this is where we've got to be try and be a little bit more objective to what we have been told before.
It looks a bit like a sort of psychological sort of experience of being, well, it looks clearly like it's underground by the image, and then it sort of takes on takes it into a different dimension. The sort of feeling about being where it is,
I think when
as
you
opposed to the reality of what it looks like. It's just more of an internal experience.
It's a self-portrait of some sort, isn't it?
Like a storyline of a dreamscape. Looking into the mirror and seeing like the alternate.
But I think like formally with the addition of what it looks like, you know, painting on top of an etching, and then there's that sort of those stages of something starting out as more, well, I think, can we see in that one, there seems like the figure's holding a photograph, so there's this reference to photographic imagery, but obviously as they go on, it seems to move away from that, and like the colours, and I guess more of an, like, from less of a document to more of an emotional sort of, yeah, like maybe what you're saying, Alex, about like more of a psychological or dream sort of sense of something with the colours.
There is a film sequence too now with the colour changing, the colour moving, like into that bit like film movement, going through into the tunnel, I start looking from one to the other wood, and it's like a film sequence more. It could be
Yes, it isn't sequential.
Yet it's not.
Because you feel like you might start at the top right or end at the top right.
No, but if I start hopping and then get back to that and then taking something.
It's a bit like
left.
click.
Yeah, it's like
Pressing, and actually she's got the finger on the camera as well.
Yeah, I like that because I think it does relate back to the camera too.
Well, that's interesting, because I read it right to left, which is unusual, isn't it? Yeah.
And is that through recognition? But the only one we can clearly see is really the top right, so we're kind of drawn to that. So we see it.
Yeah, I think particularly with the maybe with the middle one on the top here, which seems like particularly the top 3. There's like that seems like a halfway stage, like of something transforming, like the image itself transforming, moving towards the colour and the painting. But then that I guess for me feels like somehow I'm trying to locate like an original or something, or like where it starts from. Or like,
it's 2, isn't it? There's 2 separate.
Yeah.
It's not 6. It's 2 lots of 3.
3 and 3.
So in which case it kind of is sequential.
It's an incredible mixture of languages, isn't it? Because you've gone from this really hyper-realist but surrealist type of drawing in your initial black and white one, especially on the top, right through to something which is almost expressionist here, where you kind of feel as though you've moved right through a number of different kind of styles, and it's almost as though you're experimenting with different genres or different ways of presenting yourself, which I think is really, really interesting, because it feels to me as though those are experimentations, and at some point you're going to decide which of those is taking you in the direction you want to go in. That's that's how it feels to me.
So more like a series of sketches than...
Yeah, exactly.
than
Like
a
it's,
piece,
you know,
yeah.
I could go this way, I could go that way, I could go that way, and each of them is actually very interesting and says something rather different, but I don't feel that the destination is resolved.
So you don't think the meaning lies between the words?
It may do.
But you're not feeling that yet. You're feeling the other.
Well,
they're experimenting. Yeah. So it's not about language of different languages of mark making and image making. It's each of them is a possible solution here.
well, that's how I feel about it, but that's maybe just because I sort of read these different parallels with other artists, and I think, oh, now we're doing a German expressionist, now we're doing something else, you know. Maybe
Do you think that's
why.
a negative or a positive?
No, I think the trouble is, I know I'm not supposed to perhaps know about Bea, but I think that's a really exciting thing for her to be doing from what I've seen of her work, you know, that she's really pushing at trying out different things, which I think is really, really exciting. But that may not be the truth. There are lots
Well,
of
this is why we do it, because it's what you're getting right
Yeah.
now. So that's yeah.
I like the way that they ask, because I felt a bit like that at first, that you're sort of moving through different, but then I think now I've seen them all together, I think it really works really well, the fact that they are different. There's something about, because now you can take any style, can't you, as an artist? You say, well, I can do any style of work, and take
Yes,
that and use
yes.
that.
Mm.
So in a way, the fact that they are all sort of juxtaposed, I think it's quite saying, well, yeah, I think it sort of works like that. Just go from
Okay, right,
different approaches.
You're now able to speak and respond. We'll open up this.
Tell us. Where does the meaning lie?
So what was the rationale for 6 and why the different processes?
Because at the beginning, my original idea is like a 2-dimension, and because I read something and I'm really interested about like reality and a dream, and so yeah, I'm thinking to use two kind of extreme different way to express my idea, and and yeah, so I think this is my first attempt, like black and white and color, and very alike and very expression like feeling mental, and so. And I try, when I doing my color one, I try to like very freely and non-logically, and I do so I try to not remember the photo I have, so just freely, and then I do the color first and then put this later on, so yeah. That.
And how do you see them now? Like, do you think of them, like when you see them all together, like how do you feel like you want them to work? Is there one or two that you feel more strongly about, or do you like having them all together?
Actually, at the beginning I was thinking just 2, but I think I just try to, because sometimes one is more stronger than another, so so I think I'm trying to present the process, so maybe more clear the idea.
I don't get why there's 6, and I start to think, well, so I feel like, as what Gillian was saying, it kind of feels like that, yeah, here's one like this, here's one like this, and here's one like this. If you don't like this one, you might like this one. I think but that intention of what it starts to suggest is that kind of idea of process, of repetition, of similarity and difference. It means we sort of start to search and look for, is that the same, is it not? but I don't. It for me, it stops too soon to do that. Actually, there could be sort of 24 of them or something. So you're looking in and out, and it becomes quite an intense activity. You know, if there are a lot more of them, things were embedded in and out and shifting.
Castle or Jasper Johns,
Yeah,
you see the
yeah,
whole process,
yeah.
you take it right to the extreme.
And it's sort of things are embedded, and then it vanishes again, and then it appears, but it's a different one. Like the bottoms are different. And you could either go down that route, which I think will be quite exciting. I mean, it's great to see you start to push that imagery. That's, you know, it's really exciting. Just think about what that could be in terms of how, you know, how the image is read then.
Because the single image is very strong on its own, as a sort of, it holds a lot of kind of subject matter, which gets lost when you get more and more of them, and a new subject matter comes up, which is much more about time and about looking and languages of image making, and so you've shifted what the work is about in a major way, and it becomes more about the process of making, as opposed to letting us go into that scenario, that dream scenario, and get those. So it's up to you to decide what you're interested in talking about, because this is talking about image making.